It's Friday. Y'all know when y'all hear that Sir Charles Jones, it's Friday. It's not just Friday when it's unking the BIGDOWG. It's Freaky Friday. So we got to get freaky one time for the one time in a major way. We got some NFL, we got some NBA, we got some Shedeur, we got some Coach Prime, and we even got a little payback for Big Dog Chico in the picture.
Oh Lord. Here
Morning,
we go.
Roy.
That boy too slide. Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat now. Morning run go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey runners, grab your car.
He ain't live. You ain't sub yet. Sit down.
Sit your ass down.
You understand me? It is the Morning Run TMR Live. UNK CHICO. Welcome back to another episode. We're bringing it to you live. I'm in the middle of the ocean. Unc's in the middle of America, in the heartbeat of the South. That is Mississippi.
That third coast, that muddy water, the bottom of the map, the belly of the beast.
The belly of the beast. So we want y'all to check in. Let us know where y'all checking in from, whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, in the middle, top, down, south, wherever you are. Let us know, man. Shout out to the Midwest and everybody else checking in, man. We got some teams to talk about. And we want the chat to join in also. Runners, mount up. Let's go. It's another episode of the Morning Run. Friday, baby. It's Friday.
First and foremost, Chico, we got to take care of this slight housekeeping business.
You're right. Shout out to T-Bray, Leadaway, Hawaii.
No, more important than that. More important than that.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
Yes, then, Danny, we are live. Damn.
Thank you, Den Daddy. The show has started now. Welcome back to another episode of the Morning Run. We are now live.
Shout out to Den Daddy, man. Shout out to Reverend BJ Nelson. Cali was in the building early. They were in the building before the show kicked off and got started. I see Vegas is in the building. Savannah's in the building. Of course, Debbie Garcia. Hey, Debbie Garcia got a little IG clip. She in the IG clip. Got her name mentioned in there.
Oh, yeah, she did. Yep.
Shout out to Debbie Garcia. Nassau, Bahamas 242 is in the building. Chico, it's Friday. It's time to get freaky. It's time to get your groove on. How you feeling?
I'm feeling excelente. Had a good night last night. I actually slept through the night, woke up. Well, I went to sleep hearing a text from Uncle Neely. Woke up to a text from Uncle Neely. I said, hey, man, I'm a belly to belly this guy when I see him. But other than that, it was amazing. Had an amazing night.
Chico, let me tell you what you
softball with my daughter too.
Let me tell you something you got to look forward to.
That's just a setup right there.
And anybody out there in the chat with a little gray hair like mine, particularly of the male persuasion, y'all could back me up on this. Chico, listen to old Unc, and let me tell you right now. Enjoy it. enjoy sleeping through the night. Because when that first number become a 5, you getting up to pee.
Oh, I mean, that's usually the case. That's what I'm saying.
It's already started with you. You old hell then. You see, like when I text you and it's 3 a.m. for me, that's because I done got up to pee. And I'm coming,
Yeah, I'll be like, did he mean to text this? Like, it's supposed to be 2:30 his time.
Yeah, that was a get up. That was a get up to pee.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I'm trying to tell the Reverend BJ Nelson, look. I'm getting up twice minimum, maybe 3, but I'm getting up twice.
Man, that is not good sleep right there,
Well, you could just pee in the bed.
You could, but then that'd be worse sleep. So might as well get on up. Little pissy sleep. The worst feeling in the world, boy. Look, but that when you release during that time back in the day, it'd be like you be peeing in the garden somewhere. In the most pleasant place in the world. And then it hits. It's like, damn.
Yeah, that dream. Hey, look. That gets you every time.
Be the best place. Oh my God. Anyway, we can go over even further with that, but we won't right now. We just want to give a shout out to everybody checking in, and we got some news to cover, man. First of all, where you want to go, man? We got a lot of places to go. Where you want to go?
Man, that's what I'm talking about. It's so damn a minute ago. I tell you what, Chico. The last show was Wednesday. Let's go ahead and start with Wednesday. What happened after we got off the air on Wednesday? And the Knicks went up 2-0 on the 76ers, 108 to 102. And the Spurs, as we predicted, valiantly on here. Wemby wasn't going to just be scoring 11 points. The Spurs went up big, 133-95, but that series is tied 1-1. What'd you take away from those two games, Chico?
First of all, Wemby is what I take away from the Spurs game because we talked about that stat line and him having, I think it was 11 points he had, but he did have a historic defensive game with 12 blocks. But I think him coming back and having 19 points, and they losing by 2 last game, but him having 19 points this game, just that little bit of a difference is the difference in the ball game. They made adjustments to get him the ball closer to the basket. He make those shots, get him going early in the ball game. They play good defense throughout. Hey, exactly what I expect. I'm not sure I'm echoing now. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it's going in and out. For the most part, it's fine, but it got a little like water sound to it.
Wonder what
Let me
that
hear
is.
you.
Testing 1 2.
Oh, you're back. Yeah, it's fine now.
All right, I have no idea.
Yeah, I share that. We talked about, hey, shout out, to the Timberwolves for stealing a home game. You want to do that. You want to win one on the road. They were able to do that. But when you look in the fashion they won just by a couple of points with Wemby only scoring 11, that wasn't going to hold up. And you see what happened. It did not hold up. I would say one of the things I'm looking for now is a little payback. I got to get my lick back. The Spurs are going to have to go into Minnesota and get one of those games back just to hold home court advantage. But Wemby is a mofo. Shots altered, shots blocked, and his scoring is just difficult for anybody, to deal with that. So I still had them, in my box checked to not only win this series, but to represent the West because of the Wemby factor. It's hard to bet against him when he bringing all that to the table, man.
Yeah. Then you have other guys like Stephon Castle stepping up 21 points, De'Aaron Fox 16, Vassell with 10, and Julian Champagnie with 12, but Harrison Barnes 12 off the bench, and also Dylan Harper chips in with 11. Also, the Timberwolves, like you said, didn't shoot well at all, and Julius Randle 4 of 10, 4 of 12 for Shannon, and 5 of 13 for Anthony Edwards. Gonna have to find a way to bounce back and get a win. But I think this is the series for the Spurs to take now. Go up there, get them steal them one, like you just said, and I think they'll be on the move like you. But they got so much experience on that Timberwolves side.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely
Yeah.
do. Like this, again, we sit here and pontificate, but you still have to end it with this ain't over. It ain't like that's 133-95 is indicative of the Timberwolves being sorry or something,
Yeah.
But now, what is the best indicator of future performance? Past performance.
Yeah,
And it's a reason the Timberwolves won 49 games and the Spurs won 62. More times than not, the better team wins. And in this situation, the Spurs are the better team. It's tied up 1-1. They're going to do it again. We shall see, said the blind man.
Yeah.
Knicks, 76ers.
Well, hey, man, the Knicks
It's
doing
2-0.
what the Knicks does. Yeah, the Knicks doing what they do right now, man. They're on a roll. They're on a historic run. Mike Brown got them guys going in the right direction. I think Philly is pretty much running out of gas when you're having to, pretty much depend on Kelly Oubre and Paul George and not the big mother sucker. Hopefully he'll be back and ready to go. But other than that, the Knicks are primed and ready to roll. It just depends. They're just looking at who we're going to face in the conference finals. This one you could say is probably over unless we see Embiid come back and impose his will and be Shaq-like. He got to be Shaq-like if they want to go somewhere, dog.
Chico.
That's serious.
Damn, I'd be glad when Manny get back from vacation, extended vacation, because we need the sound effect right there. Chico, you went Iski without an Iski. You have already called this thing a wrap. Now,
It's a wrap, man.
hold on now. Hold on,
wrap.
big dog. BIGGDOGG.
It's a wrap.
I ain't mad at you because I believe it's a wrap too. And let me tell you this. If there's ever been a game 3 that is a must win, Lord, it's this one when they go to Philly, because you know what it takes for Philly to do what it did against the Celtics and win 3 in a row and come back from that deficit. How can you possibly do that again in back-to-back series You got to get this first one. You cannot go down 3-0.
Nah, you can't. And their hearts to be taken if they do, but you still have a chance going back home. Maybe the crowd can keep them into it. Like I said, maybe Embiid can come back somehow and have a historic type game. He could do a Willis Reed or something and walk out of that tunnel, and they didn't think he was going to play, but here he comes.
Okay,
Here
historian. I like it.
Take it back a little bit.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. That came from here too, not from listening.
Yeah, you took it back like Tyra Banks' hairline. You went way back.
Come on, dog. Why you got to bring Tyra in this?
I still hit Chico. I don't care about her hairline. Yeah, I'm just to be giving the people a reference for how far you reach back.
It was a reach back. But yeah, he's gonna have to reach back and come back to an old Joel Embiid, or like I said, a Shaq-like, to even have a chance in this series. He's gonna have to take it to Cat and make Cat kind of start purring down there in the post, man. Start hitting him in the elbow. I mean, hit him with an elbow in the chest or something like that. Go up, pump faking. Come on, Embiid.
Chico, you hear my cat? You hear my cat impersonation?
That's what he need to be hearing. He need to be ignoring it the whole time and bang right there and go up. Come on, man. Oh my God. Unbelievable.
SEC. I'm from the SEC. Shout out to Big Cat, man.
Big Cat see you. I mess around, be together, and Big Cat see you, dog.
Let me say, let's be real. When you got Big Cat money, Big Cat more likely to bump into you in Hawaii than he is to be in Mississippi. So I'll say he like, ooh man, let me go vacation in Mount Bayou. I tell you'll bump into him in Maui before I bump into him in Mount Bayou. So
yeah,
I'm good.
You're right. I bumped into some people out here too on the humbug too, dog. Shout out to EPMD.
With your flip flops on.
Yeah, for sure. EPMD. Oh, shout out to my girl TA. Working administrative staff with Colorado. I didn't give her a shout out last week. She was at the camp, and she was actually one who brought me my shirt and stuff. I didn't expect to see her, right? So
I'm mad at you for not, man. That's my dog, man. You ain't mentioned TA.
Man. My bad. I looked back at the show. I was like, I ain't mentioned TA, man. Shout out to my girl TA. She took care of me.
Let me tell you this, man. Like, there's a week dedicated to women in sports, and it should be a year. Should be, to get all the flowers they can get. TA works in operations. Like, the train don't move without her helping conduct that thing, man. She does so much for Colorado football, working with Reginald Calhoun Sr. thereby Coach Prime, from an organizational overall 30,000-foot view down to a 3-inch view.
Mm-hmm.
TA, don't touch it, it don't move, man. Shout out to TA. I didn't realize she was out there, man. So let's give her proper shout out, and we'll clip it and IG it, because TA is a mofo.
Ain't it, man? I didn't expect to see her. They said, Chico, your stuff coming. Okay, I'm thinking, hey, come on, walk. I see this. So I see her from a distance. So I see a young black sister, right? So I say, hey, sister, thinking, it's just a sister. I walk up, I say, hey, hold up. You hit her with that. Hold up, I know you. What you doing out here? So she taking care of business.
Black ass was happy when she knew you.
Anyways, TA, that's out to you.
I know you got happy. Oh, TA know my name.
She only knew my name because they gave her my shirt and it had it written on it. This is for Chico. And she was like, oh, I might. She just said, Chico, wherever you're at. And that's how she knew.
I tell you what, even that time you snuck on the field where it was in Arizona, I bet you won't do it around TA. She'll throw your ass off too there. She got some popo in her.
She got some Calhoun in her.
No. Play with TA if you want to.
Yeah. I saw over there taking care of business. Shouts out to her.
Shout out to TA Johnson, man.
Working hard out there. All
right, Chico. Last night was Thursday in the NBA. And this is Friday morning, so we got to recap that as well. Mm-hmm. Another 2-0. Detroit now up on the Cavs. That was 107-97. That game is now 2-0 before it goes to Cleveland, East 1999 Eternal. That one a wrap too, Chico? You going to call that one?
No, I'm not going to call this one right now. One, because Detroit. Detroit is still a younger team, and Tobias Harris has been playing great as he's been that second option for them. Jaylen Durant has just been solid. He hasn't been pretty much the second option, but Cade Cunningham doing his thing. He had 25 points, and Tobias had 21. But you still have the Cavs and Evan Mobley and their three-headed monster and James Harden and Mitchell and the rest of their support staff. I think the coach is going to have to go back and make some type of adjustment. If James Harden don't want to step up and be that dog in certain moments, bring in somebody else then that wants to be that dog and take advantage of that role, because if you would say, are we expecting him to get 30 right now? I wouldn't, nah. But we would expect you to be James Harden when we need you to be James Harden, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Fair.
And this is your time to take advantage of that on a team like the Cavs. If I'm the Cavs, I'm not sitting back saying, I hope LeBron come next year or I hope we get somebody else next. Man, take advantage of this right now. You got the young Pistons who a lot of people, didn't expect to be there. We did. We talked about them being there. But you can beat this team. You can beat this team in a 7-game series if you let your experience take hold of you and you bring out that dog mentality and you unlock the James Harden of old somehow, dog. So, this one's not over yet.
Well, I'm begin with the end. Shout out to Big Dog Chico. Shout out to Uncle Neely. We told y'all as we were pontificating in December, we told y'all even when it got to the All-Star break around February, that we had not only the Pistons coming out the East, we had Cade as our MVP. It was unanimous between the two of us, and that's rare. So that's still holding court. No losses there. But I'll tell you this, Chico. If Manny wasn't on vacation and Terrence wasn't busy, I'm about willing to put some money on this fact that I haven't looked up. When Cade Cunningham scores like 28 plus and is under 5 assists, Detroit loses. When he scores above 20 and gets above 7 assists, they win. 25 points but 10 assists. When Cade gonna get his. He's a lot like LeBron in that he is 20 to 28 points no matter what. Book it.
Mm-hmm.
But when he gets around 8 to 12 assists, they are unbeatable. I don't care like how close the score may look or the game may feel. When he can get his, take about 10 points off his score sheet and make those assists to other people, Detroit is a hell of a damn basketball team in that regard. So the first thing I was watching last night when they were up and winning and going back and forth is like, where were his points and where was his assists? And when he finished with 10 assists, like, dog, you can't run with them like that. He's getting too many other people involved.
He's getting other people involved. You got guys like Duncan Robinson shooting 50% from the field, 6 of 12, 17 points, 5 of 9 from three-point land, dog. He's getting open shots, and that's Cade penetrating just like this. If James Harden don't want to show up on the defensive end also, you got Cade Cunningham who's going to take advantage of that. So I think
but here's what I'm saying, Chico, from a statistical standpoint, you look at this series, you got 2 games to examine. You got the previous series, and you got, when he came back from the lung injury or before. Let him get hold his assists down.
Right. That means you got to stick with those guys.
To me, it's like Harden. You can actually relax on defense and let him go by you. What you don't want is him getting, 20. You holding him to 20 points, but he got 12 assists. No, let him get 30 and 5 assists. That increases your chances of winning more than just trying to just physically shut him down, because whoever has that assignment, now your legs are gone for offense.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Detroit is just simply a better team, but it's close enough that Cavaliers do have a shot at this, though.
They do have a shot, but they're going to need James Harden to be somebody else other than who he's been right now, because this right here is not going to cut it up. You heard me? Harden's 20th playoff game, shooting 25% or less. That's with a minimum of a 10.
But you said it right there. This
most
is
such playoff games ever.
Thank you. This is what he's known for.
Damn.
Everybody be talking about playoff Chico, postseason Neely. They really need regular season Harden because postseason playoff Harden sucks.
He ain't lying. Damn. Come on, James, man. I just don't understand what's going on and why. You feel me?
I love James Harden, man.
Yeah, me too.
Like James Harden. I said it before on this show. James Harden and Russell Westbrook, I don't know what it is with their greatness and how they can't get their flowers, but they don't get their flowers because when it comes to May, June, you don't know what you're gonna get. But regular season, like man, historic, prolific players.
My gosh. My gosh. He's down there with a historic prolific player also. Bob Cousy won like 5, 6, 12 championships down with the Boston Celtics, but he used to dribble like this back in the day. Not to take anything from him, but he's a champion, dog. We gotta get Harden up there to that point.
That's back when the basketball had laces like a football.
Damn. Shoot that one.
A big ass medicine ball. Speaking of medicine, a double dose right now. OKC is up 2-0. Let's go out west. 125 to 107. A lot to unpack with this one. OKC, clearly the bigger guns. Clearly Lakers are outgunned. But the Lakers are playing well enough that, man, they give you that hope that they're right there in it. And then OKC just accelerates past. Chico, let me hit you with something real quick that I just can't damn stand.
What's that? Oh,
Ayton. Ayton played 27 minutes, 3 points, 1 of 7. Good dog.
Man, you put you have him.
Chico, I hate you did this to me because I don't want him. Come on, big
You get him. That's like on the basketball court. You got him, meaning that he's on your team.
Dog, what? You that Chico? Can I ask you something, Chico? And it's not a setup. Let's just use your logic. Outside of the Steph Curry era, outside the Steph Curry and what he does as a shooter, statistically speaking, the closer you are to the basket, you should make a higher percentage of shots.
Yes, indeed.
Dog, we can't get 40, 50, 55% from you. 1 of 7?
That's
27 minutes and 3 points.
You know what the coach used to say to the big man back in the day when I played, man, especially when you play with a good player, man, have your hands ready to catch the ball. Be ready to catch the ball.
Like Frankenstein.
Because they're going to come just like LeBron does. He's going to drive to the basket, just like Austin Reeves does. He's going to drive to the basket. You're going to have some open opportunities to catch a dump off and dunk it. But you got to be ready to catch the pass. Remember we praised Rui Hachimura, how he caught that LeBron James fastball? And I just said that usually LeBron will be throwing it to somebody who has nothing but butterfingers. And we'll be like, man, what are we doing? And I guess I didn't brought it back up to now. It's rearing his head again, dog. Come on, Lakers. Come on, Aiden. Come on, everybody. Come on, officials.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. Hold on. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. LeBron 9-18, Japman 6-10, Rui. Marcus Smart got to do better. He was 4 of 13. But he did have 5 assists, 3 turnovers, but he played 34 minutes, 14 points. But we got to do better than 4 of 13 shooting. Need to stop shooting and make more of them. Reeves both bounced back. He saw the show. He texted me and said, man, you and Big Dog Chico, Paul's got on my ass. Nobody else would call me out, but y'all called me out. He bounced back 31 points, 10 of 16 shooting with 6 assists. But, dog, 8 and that close to the basket, 1 of 7, Smart 4 of 13. Compounded Chico setting the stage for you with the refs. How can they win?
How can they win? Well, you mean compounded with the ref? How can?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
It's
that
like
game it was
1 of 7, and I'm gonna get all these bad calls.
Right. That game it was damn near no chance with the way the refs decided that how we're gonna have this game. You know, the outcome is gonna be, and we're not gonna show any respect to LeBron James and give him the calls that he deserves. You know, but
dog, that big one. Pardon the interruption. That 5 minutes. I remember it. 5 minutes 38 seconds to play. You down 10, and I mean, LeBron could have made it down 7. That ball was clearly in the act of shooting. Go through the line, make that one. That's a 3-point swing, and they called it on the floor.
Yeah,
horrible call.
It's crazy, but to piggyback off what Big Perk said on First Take earlier, he was right, which is we see this happen all the time in NBA, where aging veterans don't get the same calls that they got when they were younger, and those calls actually go to the younger stars in the league, i.e. when he was talking about his former teammates, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, and Paul Pierce not getting calls during the series when they was playing LeBron James and the Heat and stuff, right? We've seen this before, is what he was saying. But at the same time, we've never seen anybody like LeBron. LeBron should be getting these calls that he's not getting. LeBron should be having some respect, out there on the court. At the same time, I like what LeBron did when Austin Reeves and the whole team went up to and approached the officials after the game. LeBron sat back there on the side. Like, I don't have to say anything. This is this man saying it, speaking for everybody. I'm just going to co-sign it.
Dog, you from Selma. I'm from Mississippi, from Jackson. Sometimes we have to
No, I was going to go there too, but
sometimes we have to organize the rally, but let them.
That's right.
Do the
talking. Because if it would have been us doing the same thing with the same.
Here come the dogs in the billy clubs. Hey,
gosh.
you got to let him. Hey, you talk to the police.
Yeah, you talk to the police. We've all been there. I'm sure. We have a house party or something. We got a friend in the house like that. Hey man, you go to the door.
Yeah, you go to the door. Yeah, you go. This is your part.
Yeah.
But if I go to the door, but I would say this.
It might not be no talking going on.
The poor officiating in that game does not dismiss that OKC is a better team as far as who's healthy right now, who's playing right now than the Lakers. But it just does not help because you just never know. Like a 10-point lead is nothing in the NBA. A 10-point lead that you're about to take down to 7 with 5 minutes to play in the game is nothing in the NBA. And then all of a sudden it's 125 to 107 after just a couple of bad calls. Let them beat me. Don't you help them beat me.
Right.
And whether it's an aging veteran or the bad calls that AR wasn't getting, the Reeves wasn't getting, like whatever it is, just the fact that we're sitting here having to have this discussion means something went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like the ref should be a non-factor.
I wish I had it right here, but I saw an AI video of the coach on the sideline standing next to the ref. And the AI video has the ref receiving like $100 bill payment from the coach. So I don't know, man. I just think that, sometimes it depends on the refs also. Like just like in when you playing baseball, softball, you see the umpire back there. Everybody has their own strike zone.
Sure.
Some might be a little bit higher, lower. You used to call back there behind the plate,
Yeah.
Right. Your strike zone could have been a little bit slimmer than mine would have been.
But I would tell you this, it'll get even slimmer. You run your damn mouth to me.
See, that's what I'm saying. And see, if I was an umpire and somebody ran their mouth to me, I wouldn't really have a problem with that. I feel like it's a part of the game. I had an umpire just like that, man. And he probably watched through. Shout out to Curtis Wembley. I remember you, Kurt. Shout out to Coach Curtis Wembley. But our first encounter was him behind the plate. Here go Chico talking about a story again. Put them circles in the chat. I just remember.
Chico, you don't have to remind them to do that. They gonna do that.
I just remember being at the plate and a strike coming through that I didn't think it was a strike, right? And I turned back and looked at him. I don't think I said anything. I looked at him.
That's the worst you can do.
Oh my gosh. Next 2 balls, no matter where they were. Hunter. Ah!
Yeah,
I said,
get your ass down. Chainsaw. Get your ass out of here.
And he probably said, "Get your ass out of here," under his breath, just like you too.
No, man. The worst thing you do is look at somebody. Like if you're looking at the picture and quasi under your breath, like, man, I don't know about that one. Cool.
Okay.
If you look at me and say nothing,
yeah,
just stare at me. Eye, oh, you want to fight? You want to swing?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what. Watch this next pitch.
He said he want to fight. He want to swing.
He can roll this next one.
Well, shout out to Coach Curtis Wembley, because I also remember this vividly too. I remember crushing the ball, him saying, "Oh damn, he killed that one." And yeah, I felt good running around the bases at that point.
You don't remember that basketball clip where the ref kicked out Rasheed Wallace for stare?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Steve Smith was like, but he didn't say nothing. He was looking at me, and I told him, don't look at me.
That damn Rasheed Wallace was hell, boy. What?
Hell.
That was my dog. I love Rasheed.
Shout out to Rasheed Wallace, man. Let's reach out to these people, get Sheed on the show, man.
Oh, that'd be That'd be classic. Anybody know Rasheed Wallace people? Put them in contact with us. All right, that's all the games right there, Unc. I think we
That's
covered
all
all
the
the
game, but we
games.
got to pontificate. We ain't pontificate. Easky.
Okay.
Meaning 125-107, OKC is up 2-0, about to shift back to LA. Will it be a sweep, Chico? I got OKC winning, but will it be a sweep or will the Lakers get one at home? I got the Lakers getting one at home.
Of course. Will it be this one or the next one? I don't know.
Yeah.
But we gotta win. We gotta win one. If we could pull out two, Lord Jesus.
And speaking of winning,
we need the league's leading scorer back, dog. Luka. I'll let you dogs, man. Come on.
Hey, Luka, if you can't come to the game, come to the morning run. Come on Luka, the damn shows. You can't go on the floor.
That's right.
That's a bar right there. If you can't get on the floor, get on the show.
Get on the show. Wide open.
I will say this, speaking of not getting on the floor and getting out the show, thanks to Big Dog Chico, BIGGDOGG, and mybookie.ag, they finally said, Neely, you're telling too many people. And they locked that bet on LeBron, and LeBron scored 23 last night. They like, no, y'all don't put the word out too bad. They getting this money off of us. We can't have that. So for the first time in the playoff series, whether it was the Houston series or this one, you could not take the LeBron for 23 plus. They put a lock on it, Chico. They came to their senses. And I'd be damned if
early enough. Yeah.
I'd be damned if last night they didn't do it. They put the lock on 23, and that's SOB scored 23. It cashed out today.
You called it. You said, hey, they're gonna have to stop doing this, betting on LeBron to not get over 20 points.
Come on, y'all hemorrhaging cash, man.
Easy.
They did have a nice one for Reeves, but it just wasn't enough. And then he hit his too. His was around 26 points, and he scored 31. But it really didn't pay off enough. So we'll see with this next game as it shifts back to LA what they put out there, and we will let y'all know which one you should take or not take. But the one we've been recommending, they locked that one down, said no more, no Iski, no blesser, yes, sir. Oh, damn, so what we doing? They put everything in that.
All right. Go to mybookie.ag for your chance to bet, win, and get paid. Use the promo code BIWGDOWG. All right. First of all, it's Friday once again, and it is a kickoff.
My money out too. I'm ready. See,
if you got your money out, you can go bet on my bookie.
I can see you got food with this Travis 100.
It won't work on mybookie.ag, but you can go there because the tip off for the WNBA is going down in a major way. You go there, get your bet on who you betting with.
Oh man, I ain't been up on it. All right, let me get up on it.
It is May 6th, ain't it? Or May 8th, ain't it? What is it? Tip off May 8th? Yeah, May 8th.
It's May 8th.
Going down in.
My bad, WNBA.
Yeah.
I've been sleeping.
So if y'all don't know, now you know. Been sleeping on WNBA.
I'm a host of the show and learning. I appreciate that.
That's what happens sometimes. Stick around, young whippersnapper. I got something. You keep learning. Keep learning. All right. Let's stay on basketball real quick before we go anywhere else. Colin Cowherd, right? Host of The Volume or owner of The Volume of his own show, The Cowherd Show. Colin Cowherd, right?
Yeah.
He said KD is like buying a boat. The first day you have it and the first day you sell it are the two happiest days. Damn. He just said that about Kevin Durant, one of the greatest basketball players ever, greatest scorers ever. Can you break that down? Let us know what you think about that and what's the meaning behind it. Why would Colin jump out there and say this about KD? Does he have a point?
Well, that is first of all, also as a boat owner, let me say that's one of the most classic boat quotes there is, that your happiest day is when you buy it and when you sell it. I'm somewhere in between. I haven't sold mine yet. Man, as harsh as that sounds about KD, if we just look back at Golden State KD, Brooklyn KD, and now having getting bounced out and didn't really even offer anything in the playoffs to participate and get them over the Lakers KD, he ain't lying. Kevin Durant is going to go down in history, certainly as a top 10, arguably be a top 5 as he closes this thing out, but no doubt top 10 in the history of NBA. He's going to be a Hall of Famer, et cetera, et cetera. He's already been a champion, et cetera, et cetera. But when you look at just the mechanics of him being part of an organization, the majority of the past decade, they are there's excitement when he comes and there's excitement when he leaves. So the quote fits. I don't like it, but it fits, Chico.
Well, I don't know. You said it like you heard that before, or something like that. I don't argue, but if it's you go, don't say it to me. Pause. But I would say this, damn, you're right.
Yeah, I don't want it to be right. I promise you, I don't. I don't like it, but damn, it ain't no lie.
Well, can we say this then? Where would KD end up next year? Like, could he join as a super friends or a super team with hell? Could be with LeBron and Steph somewhere. You know, could they join somewhere, man, and not be just cast off like this or brought in like this? On a renter's deal to see. And I actually feel like if he stayed with the Rockets, they'll have a better chance next year.
I totally agree with that. That's so for me to answer that first question, he should stay with Houston another year because what they accomplished was a great run, and I would rather go back to the playoffs with a healthy KD and an aging West as far as the LeBron or the Joker are concerned, and take my odds there. But before I get into where KD could end up if he's going to be shipped out of the Rockets, the biggest domino to fall is going to have to first be where the Greek Freak goes. And I think that'll be the start of the chain reaction as of where a KD could end up or not end up. I think the people who are in the market for a big money player that can make a major impact right now, you would probably have your eyes set on, let me see what I can do to get the Greek Freak out of Milwaukee before I try to get KD out of Houston. Then if that doesn't work, now I'm on the KD getting him out of Houston. Turn your mic back on.
Yep, we'll talk about that a little bit more as it continues to play out. We'll see where that goes. But let's go to some football, right? Can we go to football?
The sport of kings. It's better than diamond rings. Football. LL Cool J, y'all sleep on that, man. Y'all sleep on that.
Oh man, let's see here. Where we going? Where we going? Let's go. NFL and Netflix.
No, you know the truth, man.
What's the truth?
This is where we at. Let me tell y'all people out there something. Don't get mad at Unc. Just don't get mad because I'm telling you, you plan to picnic and it's gonna rain. Like the weather. I'm just reporting it. I ain't make it rain. You finna get about 2 years from now, you ain't gonna be able to watch an NFL game for free. Meaning they're not going to be on CBS and NBC and Fox no more. They're gonna be on paid services. They're gonna be on ESPN, Prime, YouTube, like paid YouTube and paid Netflix. Like, first of all, Chico, as a consumer, the games be too many damn places as is to keep up with. I don't even know what channel to flip to. I've been doing that with the NBA. This player's like, oh, what channel? Oh, it ain't on NBC. Oh, it's on TNT. It ain't on ESPN. Oh, that game on Prime. Okay, let me put my Prime app on. Like, damn.
Yeah, you got to find them hoes. I mean, excuse me, did I say that out loud? You got to find the games.
Look, man, I was saying I got in trouble for that, Chico. I posted where the hoes at, and my girl got mad, and I said, no, I was asking so I could avoid the area. I wanted to know what, not so I could go to where the hoes at. I wanted to be able to stay away. So it's almost like, hey, where the roadblocks at?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So where the hoes at? Oh, I wouldn't go the other way. Yeah.
I would go around.
Yeah, I'm trying to go opposite the hoes.
Oh man, it's crazy that when they do the promos now, they have to put on their. Well, I'm sure they did it before, but they really have to put on their where to watch it and how to find it, because just like you, did I do that? Just like you, it's been hard to find. Back in the day, you could just flip to one or two channels, right? NBC, ABC, I think it was. Mm-hmm. Then they added ESPN. Okay, we got a third channel to go to, and then there was TNT. Of course,
that's a paid service though.
And then that's like, paid service, right?
Yeah, ESPN ain't free.
Okay, so now you have to go to either it's Amazon Prime or Peacock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which I think is technically the same companies, but they just have a different name or it's all under a different umbrella now, whatever. But I
I
think
don't
it's
know
all the
because
same.
Prime is Amazon and Peacock is NBC.
Right. And I think
Yeah.
Amazon has something to do with whatever the other station was, whatever. But it's all twisted and twain. We just have to pay for it and then find it now. So I feel bad for the consumers out there who really wanted to watch and just can't find. They're like, where is it?
Especially Big Mama and them with just regular TV.
Ooh, the old schools out there. Oh my God,
Yeah.
I feel sorry for them. Feel sorry.
Yeah,
Hopefully
you
they got,
missing everything.
yeah.
Everything.
I don't even see it.
Even the hoes.
Well,
You missing the hoes. Because the
missing
hoes is
all the
on
hoes.
paid streaming.
All the hoes. My bad. This is something we meant to cover. Is it over for Jaylen Brown in Boston? Meant to cover that. We went back now. Shoo, we back. Is it over for him in Boston real quick?
Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go.
Is this the end? It's the beginning of the end, probably for Jaylen Brown though.
It's a result of underachieving, man. I said this about Coach Prime organization team going 3-9. Not only is going to be changes, everybody that change ain't guilty. Like you have to when you underachieve drastically, you have to make sweeping changes. And the thing for Boston not being at least in the Eastern Conference Finals, let alone the finals, is a significant underachievement for them, especially when they got Tatum back. So something got to change.
Mm-hmm.
Or else you're saying what we did was cool. That's all we need.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, something got to change. I don't know whether to
at
be
some
what
point,
piece. I'm not contractually up on stuff. Now I tell you what. Go ahead, Chico.
No, I'm just gonna say at some point I feel like they had to make that change, or they will have to make a change because I don't know how well they missed in the first place, and even up to this point, they did get the championship, and you can win, and you can get far with somebody that you really don't mesh well with, but everything just fits, and you put in that effort to have that chemistry. But if you really don't F with each other, and I think it'll finally come apart and it'll rear its head at some point. I think that's what it's doing in Boston right now. I think they're kind of battling for that number one position. And since Tatum came back, I think Brown is kind of like, hey man, I've been doing this all season. You heard him say that this was I think he said the most fun he had in the season or his best season, even though they didn't win it all. So I think he was saying that because he had a chance to go out there and you saw he was, in the MVP conversation. He had the chance to go out there and let loose and not have Tatum on his side, so to speak, the way he had to kind of be passive to him also. So at the end of the day, is it over for Jaylen Brown in Boston? Hell, it very well could be. Very well could be. And I'm a Laker fan, so I really don't give a damn whether what goes on in Boston at the end of the day. But as we can see, we can get UNK back on. But at the end of the day, I think that what Stephen A. Smith said about Jaylen Brown and what Jaylen Brown said about Stephen A. Smith, they're going to continue to go back at it. But, Coach, he want out of there. Milwaukee could be a landing spot. Golden State or whatever could be a landing spot. Somewhere in the Western Conference could be a landing spot. But I don't think that the future is in Boston alongside Tatum. Y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think right now. Come in here, join the conversation. Let me know where you're checking in from. It is the BIW, Chico to the C, and the place to be. Got Uncle Neely getting ready to check back in also. But before we do that, make sure y'all go to the website and check out the new merch. The new merch. You got a chance to right now go and run them numbers up and do numbers with us as we're doing numbers. Go to uncandchico.myshopify.com and get you some. We got new merch, limited offers right now. Go get them. Shout out to our sponsor, Miss Denise Smith, State Farm agent, where you can go to her new website at denisesmithinsurance.com and also give her a call at 303-343-3515. And don't forget the beautiful boulderbroker.com, where you can go there, boulderbroker.com, and schedule your stay. Make sure when you schedule it, you say that Uncle Neely sent me, and that'll get you 20% off when you check in. You understand me? All right. Back to the grill again. The grill again. Unc, Let's stay on football now. We hit a lot of
Sure.
basketball. Yeah, we're gonna stay on football.
I got one more basketball thing for you, though.
What you got?
I'm getting agitated, man, at this back and forth between players and commentators and players, and it just went over the top for me when Draymond was on ESPN with Barkley and Steve and Ernie. And without no provocation, all Barkley was saying is it's hard for older teams to win. Sports are for younger people. The older you get, the more difficult it get. And then Draymond, well, all our goal is try to not look like you when you was with Houston.
Yeah.
And Barkley's stats at Houston are better than damn Draymond stats.
And then did you see Draymond's face when they hit him with the stats that he was just talking ish about? And then they hit him with the stats. Well, Draymond, you have more than what I think. Let me pull that stat up. But his mouth was like this. He was like, as he tried to have that moment with Charles Barkley, I think that was more disrespectful than actually, a clippable moment.
Yeah, and let me put this out there. Shout out to Draymond. Don't know him, nothing against him. But just ease up, dog. Like, he wasn't Clay. He's not Steph. You have like 46 0-point games in your career, but you don't have 46 20-point games in your career. Just stop, man. Just give your opinion without dissing people. Because to say that our goal ain't to win the championship, our goal is to not look like you in Houston. By the time Barkley got to Houston, Barkley was with Elijah One and Drexler. He was the third option, and he still scored 16 points a game. Draymond, you at 14.
Right. And that was a damn lie, dog. How you gonna say, that's not your goal going into a season? Like, you can have a successful season and not win it. I think all that was a whole bunch of PC crap right there that Draymond put out. But let's go ahead and go to a clip. We're gonna play a clip, which we can do.
In sports, listen, sports.
Well, maybe we can't do because we got issues on the back end. But how about this? Y'all can go watch it. Manny, download it first, and then we can get it. All right, y'all can go watch that clip. But I just think that, man, that back and forth, like you said, is uncalled for, especially when you're talking to an elder, a great, a Hall of Famer like Barkley. Maybe he was trying to be funny, but I think he kind of crossed the line.
And maybe it's an age thing, as in, you weren't there and didn't see it, Draymond, or realize what was going on. But Barkley was in the twilight of his years and trying to get what had eluded him, even when he got Phoenix to the finals in 1 year and won MVP of the league. He was trying to get that ring, and so he teams up with Drexler and Elijah One in Houston. And you acting like he was Shaq at the Cavaliers or something. That wasn't the same. And then again, to attack him and say, well, I just don't want to look like you looked when you was at Houston. And his Houston numbers are better than yours. So let's not even go to his Phoenix numbers or 76ers numbers.
He just happened to run to Jordan.
Well, he just happened to run into Father Time, which was his point. Like, hey, man, y'all team is 37, 38 years old. This is a young man's sport.
Yeah. And guess what? Guess what Draymond is going to be doing if he mess around and leave the Warriors?
Coming off the
no matter what, he's going to look like Barkley in that Houston Rocket uniform. Because whether he was trying to say Barkley was fat, old, or whatever, you could twist it and say, I was saying that you look different because we didn't expect to see you in a Rockets uniform. And
Chico,
that's what he'll look like if he was in a Laker or a Knicks uniform.
But it'll be worse. And let me tell you why it's worse. As you get older, your numbers go down. It's just a fact. If Barkley was at Houston averaging 16 and Draymond is at Golden State averaging 14, what you think Draymond 14 gonna become later in his life?
Right.
Like Barkley went from 28 to 16.
Barkley was big.
Draymond, you can go from 14 to 7.
Yeah.
And let me say all this about that whole conversation. If you can have that conversation about how difficult it is for old people to win in professional sports, and you still can't tip your head to what LeBron is doing, it's a very asinine conversation because you're acknowledging the tails of the quarter, but don't want to acknowledge the heads when it's the same coin.
That's right.
Like, you can't sit there and say how hard it is for 37-year-olds to win, 38-year-olds to win, and then have this 41-year-old advancing over the Rockets, and then you laughing at him because he's down 2-0. Like, that makes no sense. But according to your metric, he shouldn't be winning at all.
Mm-hmm. Hey.
And averaging over 20 in the playoffs.
You feel me? Nobody else is doing it like LeBron James, man. Look at the total game. Man, come on, man. He's the go to longevity.
And still
In
got
sports.
sense enough to let the white man talk.
The bro was up there like this, though.
See that? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Told you, yeah.
And then walked off like I ain't even have to say nothing. Good job. He you know what? You know what? He gave Austin Reeves definitely one of those LeBron James signature handshakes once he got in the locker room, but then he finished it off with a hug, half bro hug type deal. Probably smacked him on the back too. Good job, man. Way to go.
The back. On the back.
Backside. Or the back. Or the buttocks. Whatever you want to call it. One of those broly pats. Anyways, let's go.
We can't ever make it 60 minutes without booty coming up.
Yes. You want to talk about some Easky going down in a major way. Hey, man, is this where college football is going right now? We've been talking about this, but is this what it is nowadays? And it's out in the open now. Kind of like Vrabel and Rossini, I guess we could. No, let me stop.
Yeah, that's still booty. It came back to booty again.
Good. Is this out in the open now, man? Talking about basically free agency in college football, and did LSU just pretty much pay? This is all come from a story that was posted, I think, CBS Sports. Tell me what you think about this. Jordan Seaton reportedly landing a deal with LSU for more than $4 million, according to CBS Sports' Chris Hummer. Shouts out to him. The package is believed to be the largest ever for an offensive lineman in college football history. That's for the former 5-star recruit.
Yeah, here's where we are, and it's where we've been. Like, we've tried to articulate all along and tell y'all the situation, but y'all were in denial because y'all thought it was, Coach Prime defense, or we were just, buddying up and not wanting to say this or that because it was Deion Sanders, when the facts of the matter is this is what the free market has produced in college football. Here's the deal, Chico. Here's what's happening and what's going to continue to happen until the bubble pops. Player A goes to a school. School makes player A better. Bigger school comes along and buys player A. Insert name and money or school as you please. This is not a Jordan Seaton story. Shout out to Jordan Seaton. Had a little quick chat with him in DM the other night. Good dude. Much love for my guy. We still got our secret handshake. This is not about Jordan Seaton. This is about where we are in college football. That as your demand increases and the transfer portal is there and your skill set increases, there's all ones. You talked about a boat earlier, Chico, and the day you buy it being your happiest and the day you sell it being your happiest. Here's one thing I learned as a boat owner as I walk to slip 66, meaning I got to pass 65 of them. It's always somebody with a bigger boat. It's always somebody with a bigger boat. You may think you got that bank, but it's always somebody with more bank. And we're creating an industry where more bank wins. And anytime that you can see a kid choose a school, his brand awareness, his talent increases, and another school without checks and balances can just come offer and give whatever and get him. This is the world of college football that we live in today. And I think what's really going to be more sobering and eye-opening to people is the players don't want people to know it because it's their personal business. The agents surely don't. Families don't, because then people knocking at the door. And the schools really don't have a vested interest outside of their revenue sharing part. We're talking about NIL and you knowing. The truth is, Joe Average, Joe Sixpack, Mom and them don't know what these players are actually making. They don't know that there's a middle linebacker at Joe Blow institution making $500,000 a year. They're thinking this NIL stuff is around $35,000 or $50,000 a year. When the truth is in the quarter millions and up, and then there are some players in millions and up. And what happens when people know what you're getting paid for stuff, the expectation for performance rises to meet that pay. But the NCAA still says there's no such thing as pay for play. You can't get this much money because you did this, and you can't lose money because you didn't do it. These deals have nothing to do with quote unquote performance, with the big wink. The bubble is going to pop. The market has to settle. Reality has to kick in. But again, let me say, this ain't just about one guy who transferred from one school. This is about the system. Anytime you can recruit a kid, get him to your school, raise him up, level him up, brand awareness, talent, whatever it is, and somebody with the bigger boat can come pick him up, this is going to continue to happen.
Well, there it is. I'm so happy and elated for the players to be in this position, dog.
Yeah, and that's why, again, Chico, that's why I want to take Jordan, my man. Me and Jordan cool. I want to take Jordan name out. This is not a Jordan Seaton thing. This is a system thing. I told y'all all along, Colorado, while y'all wanted to throw rocks at Deion Sanders, while we're talking about capitalism and mama need a car and daddy need new shoes and the light bill due, the fact of the matter is every single player that left Colorado got more money in their departure. Now, you tell me if you would sit your ass back at your job and not leave it for a pay raise. So stop trying to blame like the boss. It must be something wrong with that work environment. Something's wrong with Coach Prime. Look at these players he's losing. Everybody that left got more. Now, we can sit here and argue how much more, what the terms were, whatever. We ain't talking about that. Everybody that left got more.
Money. Yes, indeed. So, hey man, it's a win-win situation because they left, got some money, went on. They should be in the happy place. And guess what Coach Prime and staff did?
Reloaded. Yeah. Because Chico, just like it's somebody with a bigger boat than me, when I walk to Slip 66, what I also see? I got a bigger boat than some other mofos.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah. Yeah. I ain't the smallest damn boat on Pier E. I ain't the biggest. So just like somebody can get my boat, I can get somebody else's boat. So that's what Coach Prime went out and did. Yeah, we lost some this and we lost some that, but look what we brought in and where it ranked, where it performed, and what it can put up with this new offensive defense.
Yes, indeed. And many players are not even on this list right here. This was just a small list compiled, 7 players right here. But we can go Cam Perry and a list of a host of others. Shouts out to Vili Tafur, big Samu in the middle, several linebackers that we brought in, a host of DBs. And then you look at this top list right here: Danny Scudero, Boo Carter, Randall Fontenette, Gideon ESPN Lampron, Santana Hopper, Ezra Christensen, and DeAndre Moore. Shout out to DeAndre Moore, who was out here for the camp also. These are some ballers that Coach Prime has brought in, man. And a lot of people are worried about what's going out. Well, if you look at any team across the college football landscape, you got guys going out and a bunch of guys who can play.
Absolutely.
Guys, whether they're going from Alabama to Ohio State to Tulane or wherever, you got guys that can play across the board. It's about, can you identify that talent, which Coach Prime has said before. He's vetted everybody who went in and came out or went out and came in, so to speak. And looking at this list right here, Unc, what you got to say about that? What you think? And you saw these guys in person also. Talk to me.
Yeah, what you have to do is just look at the aggregate, man. You have to look at the net profit. And the fact of the matter is what you want to happen, particularly coming off a 3-9 season, you want to be able to look at the players, the personnel, and be able to just look in the mirror and say, did our team get better or not? Can this guy help us win more games or not? You're either an asset or a liability. There's no gray area. There's no room for question marks or I don't know, which is why Coach Prime said vehemently, I'm going to be the first and final say on who gets on this team because I'm the one that's going to be held the most accountable for it. And so you look up and down that roster. Yes, you lost, Jordan Seaton, arguably the best, left tackle in college football. But here's the truth of the matter. As you try to win, compete for a Big 12 championship and go to Dallas, I can't sit here and say that takes having the number one left tackle in college football. You just have to have a left tackle that could more games than not be more dominant than the defensive end in the rest of the Big 12. That may not take having the number one. All right, and you can go position by position and say that. You may not have to have the number 3 this or number 2 that. You got to do it the Bill Belichick way. You got to build a roster and a system of where you got what you need that works well for your system, that puts you somewhere above just competing to being able to beat most of the people you face. And I think that's a roster what Coach Prime has put together. You know, was it addition by subtraction? Yeah. Did you lose some people that you didn't want to lose? True. But none of the people that you lost surprised you. Like you knew what their worth was, and you knew what the market demand on the streets were going to be for them, and you knew if you had it in your budget or not. And then when you're bringing in a new OC and a new DC, they get to look around and say, hey, do we need to match that kind of offer, or can we get what I need to run this system from somewhere else? Because everybody is moving up. You know, a Shedeur moved up. And so you have that kind of talent across the board now. So I think in aggregate, regardless of one loss here of a player or one loss to every player, you can absolutely check the box that Coach Prime's team got better. The overall team got better.
Damn right. And from what I've seen from these players, we definitely got better, dog. It's just about putting them in, putting the puzzle together, you know, making all the pieces fit is where we're at right now. Because I think we have the pieces, whether you add 1 or 2 here from now until the season starts or whatever, I'm not sure. But I think you have the pieces to make a beautiful picture when you put this puzzle together. You understand?
And I'd like to address something as we read this super chat too, Chico, because it's a beautiful super chat, but it allows me, you know, to position to say a rebuttal to it for some other thinking. C. Maven with the $10 super chat. Here's a counterfactual dissonance thought. Leaving the program is not all about money. Money is the loudest signal because NIL makes the number visible, but the decision stack is broader. My brother, you're absolutely right, which is why I continue to say, if you listen to my words carefully, I never said somebody left for more money. I said everybody that left got more money. I don't know how much you're into pizza, but I love pizza. And you know what a supreme pizza come with? It come with pepperoni. Now, I may not order the supreme pizza just for or because of the pepperoni, but it can't be a supreme pizza and it don't have pepperoni on it. Every supreme pizza has pepperoni. That may not be the solitary sole reason you order supreme, but it got pepperoni. Everybody that left got more money. So you can counterfactually have dissonance with that, or you can say it was about more other things. No one said it wasn't about additional things too. I'm just letting y'all know in this world of capitalism, when baby need new shoes and the light bill got to get paid and mama ready to drive nice right now. And this may be the only opportunity that you truly get paid to play this sport because the NFL is not guaranteed. And somebody offering you more bread right now, welcome to modern day college football.
Things done changed. Back in the days, and it was I remember they used to come, but now they blast, right? You taking this right here?
I hope you get your pizza, and I hope it have pepperoni. I want you to have everything I want in life. Me, I'm headed to Johnny T's, and I'm gonna get this catfish and spaghetti. It's Friday.
Oh Lord have mercy! Stop saying stuff about that out here, man. While I'm here, and I can't go get any right now.
I'm letting you know right now. When this broadcast ends, I'm slipping on my own clouds. And I'm going to Johnny T's and I'm getting that catfish and spaghetti because it's Friday. I'm just telling you.
Oh, you slipping on stuff. It ain't gonna be the old clouds though. What you think about this right here, man? These numbers
get
right
up
here.
in them clouds later.
You taking this bet right here? All day I would think you taking this bet. If they mess around and put this on mybookie.ag. They have Colorado finishing dead last with the what is this? The worst odds to win the Big 12.
Yeah, I would hop on that.
You hop on that?
Yeah, I would hop on that. Them bets will start coming out late in the early in the summer and midsummer particularly after the conference media days, and they go, oh, okay, well, we predicting Colorado only win 3 games or less than this or less than that. Yeah, I think we got a damn good team, man. I love the offense coordinator, I love the defense coordinator. Clearly, the head coach knows what the hell he's doing. You got a new AD as well. I think that what you brought in, what you put up, particularly those offensive weapons, the changes you made at linebacker to be able to stop the run. I think this team got exponentially better.
Yes, sir. I think so
And
also,
here's
man.
the math, Chico. What's 3 times 3? If you want to do some exponents, 3 times 3 is 9.
9. So you used to do
Yeah.
in class right there when you thought you knew the answer. Yell it out loud like it's gonna mean something.
Yeah.
Well, you can yell this out loud too before we get up out of here, guys. We got to talk about Shadeur Sanders real quick, like, and we talked about this the other day and about who should be the starter, who
Mhm.
may be in the lead or have the quote unquote inside track to be the starter. We've seen a lot of
Mhm.
different opinions come out about that.
Amen.
Hell, a lot of people didn't like what we said about it. Some people did, but some people didn't like what we said about it, man. So we're gonna bring it back up again. We're gonna talk about it more. Shouts out to Braden Fajoko, who said that Deshaun or Deshaun or Shedeur is gone. Don't see them cutting DG, the third rounder last year, who after he got his shot got hurt. Also, don't see them cutting the rookie draft pick. So his thoughts are Deshaun or Shedeur is gone. Can you kind of like talk about how that kind of
He say
aligns or
or
identify?
and
Deshaun or
or
Shedeur.
okay. Yeah, I've never been one. I want what Shadeur wants. Let me say that first and foremost. And I hadn't talked to him. So and I'm sure he wants to be where he is because he's always the kind of guy who is very much capable of being where his feet are. So he's looking to be Cleveland Browns QB1 and make everything happen that can happen there. I'm sure of that. Having said that, just as a lay of the land in the NFL and the Cleveland Browns historically, I don't know if he'll be a Brown, forever, or what happens before his contract ends or that kind of thing. I just do know going in right now that when I look around the QB room of the Cleveland Browns, the best chance to win games, the best chance to make the playoffs in a division that now has the Steelers who hit an absolute reset and that kind of thing. I think their best chances with Shadeur Sanders at quarterback. But I also realize, as I said last week and the week before, and said next week, the quagmire that the Browns find themselves in, they created. They were the ones who went all the way out on Deshaun Watson and gave him what the max market was at the time. He happened to get hurt, have some off the field issues, and they got to decide if they want that dead money sitting on their books. They want to let him go at a loss, or do we let him play some to see is he attracted to somebody else? But the fact of the matter is, the best quarterback on that team, and it ain't even close, is Shedeur Sanders. He's going to unite the fan base. He's going to unite the locker room. He's going to put asses on seats. He's going to put games on TVs. He is must-see TV as it relates to the NFL, including his press conferences, or must-see TV. So he's just the best, period. But the Browns have placed themselves in a basket where, what do we do now? Because I think Deshaun may be 40 mil, and Shedeur is not quite over a mil where they got him. And then you still drafted another quarterback, and then you still got Gabriel, who had plenty of opportunity to show you what he had. Somebody got to go, Chico.
Yeah, I think so also. But you got to do what Andrew Berry has done in the draft, and that's been a masterful job at maximizing his picks. So now you have to maximize the value for one of these quarterbacks who we think will be Deshaun Watson. And you said it so nicely last show. You go out there, you do everything you can in these first 2 preseason games to make him look like the Deshaun Watson of old, or even better. Call some of the best offensive plays you
Yeah.
can call up out there. Have him rolling out, showing his mobility, showing his accuracy on the run, everything. Show everything. Put everything on film so that some team out there who's going to face an injury can reach back and say, "Hey, man, you know, maybe we can work out a deal on how we split the salary or something." I don't know if they can do that or not,
Yeah.
but we could work out some type of deal to where we can get compensation for him or whatever. But we need him as our quarterback because we know that y'all don't want him. We like what we saw on film, but here's your opportunity to maximize his value and get something back for him, because we know if you want to maximize your winning capabilities, your opportunities to win and reach the playoffs, and maximize your money on the back end as a businessman, you'll have Shadeur Sanders as your quarterback.
Chico,
You'll have Shadeur
I,
there.
I hate to pocket watch, man, and count money that ain't mine. But I'll tell you this, because it's all about percentages and perceptions and that kind of thing. It ain't nobody with $1,000 that ain't ever lost 100. It ain't nobody with $1 million that ain't ever lost 100,000. It ain't nobody sitting on a couple billion that ain't lost a couple $100 million. Losing $40 million would not be the first or last time the Browns done lost $40 million. And if push comes to shove, and if that's what I got to lose to have my quarterback for the now and the present and the future, then that's what I do. But before I just jump all in on that, I am going to make a good faith effort to my pocketbook to try to unload or mitigate this $40 million loss to a more tolerable loss. And that means making sure that whether it's practice footage or preseason footage, people out there get to see Deshaun can still drop back. He can still flip his hips. He can still throw a ball downfield. He can still command a huddle, because I would love to get something for him as I unload him. But please just know, if I'm in charge, which I ain't, I'm prepared to bite the bullet and take the whole loss, because I believe in Shedeur Sanders just that much.
Man,
He'll get me that 40. He'll get me that $40 million back, is what I'm saying.
And they got plenty of money. The owners of the Browns are also the majority owners of the Milwaukee Bucks, which they purchased in 2023 along with Grant Hill, right? They got money, dog. They know how to make money. Yeah. And they also probably know how to lose it too, and not
loss is a part of it.
Yes. So as you just said. So I think they're going to make the smart decision. They're going to find a way. They're going to let Andrew Berry do his thing also, but they're going to find a way to maximize that, like you said. And as Fahoko said, one of them got to go. I think that he didn't really put out there that DG is one of those guys that has to go also, or could go. I think DG could be on the chopping block also, as far as could be one of those that can go. So I would add him in there. Yeah.
So look, I would much rather, since you opened that door, from a totality standpoint, and a trying to keep the best players I can on my team standpoint. Mm-hmm. The guy they drafted late has a tremendous upside.
Yes.
Deshaun Watson has tremendous right now. Shedeur has tremendous right now. Gabriel has showed me the best of Gabriel, even though it was under a previous coach. That previous coach invested more time in teaching than Gabriel did to Shedeur. So I'm going to take that for what I saw, that I've seen his best. To me, it's Gabriel's on the chopping block, and I ride with those three. And I let Deshaun and Shedeur battle it out, and the best person going to start, and the second going to be the backup. And so I would go into the season, if no one tries to get Deshaun from me in the preseason, I'm going into week one with Shadeur Sanders as my QB1, even though he's less paid, and Watson as a damn good backup should shit happen.
There you go. Chat, y'all let us know what y'all think, man. Join the conversation. Get up in here. Who should be the Browns QB1 game one of this season right here? QB1 game one. Let us know in the chat right now. Join the conversation. Also, if you're not on Twitch, you can get on Twitch. Now we're trying to grow that. Go there and join Den Danny, so he's not the only one there at the party on Twitch. We'll give a shout out to Shadeur Sanders also. Go ahead.
Then that third grader walk in the classroom and everybody gone, and he don't realize that he missed the field trip. Everybody the planetarium, the art museum.
Or it's like when you go out somewhere. This is what happened when we used to go to the beach back when I was a sun chaser. We used to go to the beach and we'd say, man, listen, either we found the best spot in the world because nobody's here but us, or we're not supposed to be here. So that would make it instantly scarier too. We like, damn, I don't know if we're supposed to be here, dog. Ain't nobody else like, well, let's go to another beach. All right. You want to try to read this on Shedeur, or you want me to get it?
Ooh, no, I can't see that, though.
Well, it seems like Shedeur Sanders appears to respond to the noise. He said, think about a person's opinion. In the grand scheme of life, it means, Nathaniel, nothing. We often give opinions power when we react to them and make them seem valuable. Why expect anything different from a modern culture that doesn't keep God at the forefront of daily actions. Those who move through life with foul intentions will eventually face the consequences of their ways. The people who truly align with you will understand this perspective. In the end, as long as you're walking in your purpose, God should be the only one you seek to please, no matter the criticism, is what Shadeur Sanders said. Hold up. Before you say something, Unc, let me say this. That's it. Go ahead. You got something to say, Unc?
Yeah, let me hip hop it. Let me go to Jay-Z, Sean Carter.
Take that.
Sean Carter said, "What the hell have y'all done to even have an opinion on what I've been doing? What the hell have y'all won? The only thing you can identify with is losing." So to Shadeur that thing, why would I listen to people who don't believe what I believe, who don't walk the way I walk, who don't serve the way I serve, and who don't have the talents that I have? Like, why would I listen to your opinion? When the fact of the matter is, even if it was somebody who checked all those boxes, it's only God's whose opinion I'm trying to please. So
that's right.
It does nothing for me to even read, view, or consume criticism of me when criticism is not how I govern myself. Here's one thing that I've learned, Chico, particularly in this space that you and I are in. If you even let the applause move you, that means you're going to also let the boos move you.
That's right. Or should I say that's right?
I can't allow 100 people cheering for me to define my path any more than I can let 100 people booing for me define it. Because if you do it for the celebration, then you're going to end up changing how you do things when you start hearing boos.
Right.
And you got to know this, Chico. People will flip on you. If you ain't learned nothing from the Bible and going into crucifixion and Easter, people will flip on you.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful the cheers you listen to. You got to be careful the boos you listen to.
Mm-hmm.
You got to walk your walk and who you're trying to please, which is him. And that's the only thing you're here to. So I celebrate what Shedeur just said. Because again, as Sean Carter said, the hell have y'all done to even have an opinion on what I've been doing?
I got to stay here on my path. I can't go here because I heard Chico need Reading Rainbow. Oh, I got to stay here. I can't go here because they say, Chico, great job. I got to stay here.
Got to.
I can't say, I can't move my needle based off of what they say because they, as DJ Khaled used to always say, they going to be they, and they going to say what they got to say.
And you know what you don't know, Chico? Well put. I celebrate what you just said. The other thing you don't know is you don't know what's motivating them.
Yeah.
Like the people that's cheering for you. I don't know who you're serving and how you're walking.
Mm-hmm.
So why can I allow your cheers even to motivate me? Because your cheers could be coming from a misguided place.
That's right.
I can't let your boos knock me off my square because I don't know why you're booing.
That's right.
So I don't
Somebody hear me. Yes.
I love the Dandanys and the Debbie Garcias and the Reverend BJ Nelson, all the folks, Dawn Dunkers who cheer in the chat. But I can't like overly love it anymore than I can overly be consumed by somebody booing in the chat. Mm-hmm. Like neither one of them can guide my opinion and shape my opinion because you got to be to your own self, be true.
Shiggity said it. We played it last show. Y'all go back and look at it. Shiggity said, I can let y'all opinion shape who I am, make y'all, shape what I feel about myself. What?
No.
And he started doing like this, like I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I feel you, Shedeur. Oh, go ahead, try to read this last before we get up out of here.
Oh, C. Maven with another $10 super. We appreciate this, C. Maven. Brown should evaluate QB1 on marginal value, not sunk cost. QB1 value, offensive stability, plus explosives, permission, plus turnover control, plus a lot of damn pluses, plus protection capability, malice, C app distortion minus development delay. C Maven AI with the super duper. And Debbie Garcia with the speaking true. Debbie Garcia been a member a long time, coming out of Waco,
Texas. Shouts out to Bernie, Texas, too. And San Angelo. Well, hey, man, we appreciate everybody joining us once again. This has been another episode of the Morning Run to live.
It has been.
On the Pregame Network. I've been Big Dog Chico. He's been the badass Uncle Neely. If y'all got any questions or concerns, y'all make sure y'all hit us on the inbox, hit us in the chat, and let us know what they are so we can get to them, because that's what we like to do, man. We like to involve y'all into the show. You feel me? And if y'all want to continue to be involved in the show and also show other people out there that you are doing numbers and watching us and rocking with us, you feel me? Go to UNKCHICO.myshopify and go.
The only ones doing numbers,
right.
M Pimp Juice and us. It's like Rockawell.
We gotta stay consistent with it, Unc. That's what's win. That's what's gonna win. That's what
Big Beach Franklin. Big Beach Franklin dropped 5.
Oh yeah,
ain't want shit. Just saying what up. That man
That's
dropped
real.
5. Just say I ain't want shit.
That's fair.
Just saying what up.
Big real ish right there, Big Beach. Appreciate you, man, coming through. Just like the song say, you know what I mean? Drop a super chat now. Appreciate y'all, man. And if y'all haven't inboxed us or joined the conversation or anything, like I said, do that ASAP. Leave them with something.
I want to leave Debbie Garcia, but you got to get your sentence structure a little tighter because Chico will go another. You say I'm gonna ride or that, like you. I know what you're saying, Debbie Garcia, but Chico tried to make something freaky out of it.
What'd she say? I mean, I'm gonna ride.
She said I'm gonna ride or die for both of these men in their channels, and then you like when you hear ride on a Friday, Chico, you kind of you start giving away merch.
RWCP, it's coming. That is Ride with Coach Prime, and she ride with Uncle Neely and Big Dog Chico. Ride with TMR. You know what I mean? So
saying I know you, dog. I know her. I know what she meant, but I know you.
No, you just looking at pretty Debbie Garcia's picture. That's what it is. And you thinking about it. Debbie Garcia got love for you out there in Waco. And everybody else who checks in with us too. Appreciate you. All right. I don't know where else to go, except for out of here.
I know I'd like to go because the same thing we just said about the love and hate. I think you need to close out with that banger with that song because it's just, I love it.
Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat now. Where we're gonna be up and about here, man. Y'all put your black fists in the sky. Chakras high. Rebel flags. That's damn right. Let's go.
Wake up, tap in, drop a super chat now. Morning run, go dumb, funniest in town. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. If you ain't sub yet, sit your ass down. Hey, runner.